It's 6:02 on the West Coast, 9:02 in New York, and up and down the East Coast. 2:02 in London in the afternoon, and in Malaysia, it's Chinese New Year's Eve. Gong Xi Fa Cai, CNY. Traditional greetings. If you're not familiar with Chinese New Year, hi everybody. I am Jay Sheldon, and I'm not wearing pants. Welcome. This is Chinese New Year. So I switched my big blue light, purple light, to red to celebrate. Chaotic Robot, Crystal Violin. Hello, hello. Good to see you here. Nice to have you along for the ride. Miko is being a bit of a diva. She has her Chinese New Year outfit, and she doesn't want to put it on. Aquarius C, hey, good to see you. Happy Chinese New Year. Gong Xi Fa Cai, Gong Xi Fa Cai in Cantonese. I actually did remember pork floss, but I didn't get pork floss. I got chicken floss, and I'll tell you that story in a minute. Yeah, Miko's being a bit of a diva, so she will be here. She will eventually. Got school at 9:17. What? Okay. Oh, and I'm wearing red too. So I actually have a Chinese New Year shirt that's red, of course. But you're not supposed to wear it till the first day of Chinese New Year. So tonight I just wear red. I might do another stream tomorrow. That would be fun. We'll think about it. We'll see what we can do to celebrate Chinese New Year together without pork floss or chicken floss or whatever kind of floss. Obligated Orb, hello. Good to see you. Thank you. Oh, and I don't know if you're here yet, Mohammed, but thank you very much for the donation. Mohammed pressed on this button here and made a very nice donation. We appreciate it very much. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. We're live on Facebook. I'm not wearing pants. We are also on Jay Sheldon's channel on YouTube. You can like and subscribe there. There's a little button over in the corner. And also, of course, twitch.tv/Jay Sheldon No Pants, which is where you are watching right now. Wherever you may be across the planet. It is, as we said, it's the eve of Chinese New Year, which begins tomorrow. A huge holiday, the biggest holiday in China, and one of the bigger holidays here in Malaysia, too. Why is it called floss? Yeah, I'll get to it. That actually is bread with chicken floss on top. So, I'll tell you that story. I tried to get pork floss. I actually found pork floss in, of course, the non-halal section of the grocery store. But there's a reason why I don't have pork floss. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Also coming up, we'll do another chapter. We're getting towards the end, by the way. Just a couple chapters left in The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. I'll be reading that coming up in a while when we're through chit-chatting and talking about whatever it is we need to talk about. I don't know whether or not the diva... Has the diva gotten ready yet? Apparently not. The diva is still being a diva. So that's fine. She's very cute in her outfit, though. You got to see it. Crystal, I wish Chinese New Year was celebrated here in America, too. Well, in places like Chinatown, San Francisco, New York, places like big cities that have a concentrated Chinese community, it is indeed celebrated. But no, small towns in Midtown America and flyover country and all, sadly, you're not. It's a great holiday. It is the celebration of the Lunar New Year, and it is pretty. It's funny too. I meant to mention this. Now I don't know exactly, but red is the color of celebration in Chinese culture, and you know how I want to say in America, but it's my only point of reference. In America, or Christian culture, which is not necessarily America, but black is the color that we wear at funerals. It's a way of showing that we're in mourning. I, I found it so strange when I discovered that in Chinese culture, white is the color of mourning. When someone passes or whatever, traditionally people wear white when they're in mourning, which is odd. I don't know what the story is behind that. I don't know what the thinking is. There's some, I'm sure, but it was so strange that that white is a color of mourning. Um, Mourning, not Morning. It's not morning color. But anyway, red is the color of celebration, which is why we're all decked out in red tonight for Chinese New Year. The Chinese New Year itself lasts like 15 days. Every day there's different things to do. Now, of course, here in Malaysia, we are still all under some form of house arrest. They have loosened things up a little bit. It's not quarantine. As I always say, quarantine is for sick people, and we're not sick. We're under house arrest. Chinese New Year is fun, but because of the pandemic, can't celebrate it, but still get money though. Yeah, ang paos. Traditionally, and again, forgive me, I should, but I don't know exactly the whole tradition. People who are, correct me if I'm wrong, people who are married traditionally give envelopes, little red packets, um, with money inside. And depending upon how generous you want to be, or in some cases, how close you are to the person, then you would give whatever, lots of money. In the case of, small kids, things like that, which are traditionally the ones that get the ang paos, you give a buck or two or $5, 10, 20. You're really feeling generous, 50, 100 or more. You want to send an ang pao, you can push right here. Or if you're on a Facebook, there's a link. It says support the stream somewhere, up or down. So either click there, you can send me an ang pao for Chinese New Year. That would be nice. Thank you. My birthday has to be right before a massive holiday. Oh, chaotic robot. That's all right. You can, it's not like Christmas. I mean, Chinese New Year isn't really a gift-giving holiday. It's more of again, forgive the creaks and crones. It's money is the gift that's given. But yeah, and happy birthday, chaotic robot. That's great. Tokens always look so pretty. Yeah, indeed. Okay, so I may get interrupted if Miss Diva Miko decides she wants to put her outfit on and join me. We'll see. I'll just bring her on as soon as as soon as she's ready. But I'm gonna switch over to my Facebook review thing here, and then I've got to make a slight adjustment because it wasn't ready. So let me see. There we go. Check it out. That is pork floss. I found this page online. It's a recipe. It says pork floss. It's a strange name, but a fitting description for the light, fluffy, thread-like seasoned dried pork product that can be used to add porkiness to just about anything. It's easily found at Chinese grocery stores, and you can make a fresh batch in your own kitchen. This is a recipe for how to make it. You can find that online. Let me just credit Serious Eats is the site. Homemade pork floss. And basically, shredded pork? Well, this is uber ultra shredded pork. It's shredded really so that it becomes like, let me show you. Okay, first a quick story. This is chicken floss on a bun. It's not pork floss. It looks the same. I found pork floss in a container about this big. It was 30 something bucks. And I don't use a lot of pork floss. In fact, I don't really use it at all. So just to show you online, I couldn't justify spending 30 something bucks on this giant container of pork floss that I would never eat anyway. It would go off before I ate it. So Crystal says, who knows, maybe the outfit is itchy. Yeah, that may be why she's being a diva. So anyway, the way you will most find these floss, chicken or pork, is on a bun. They use it as a topping. So this, see, 3 ringgit 20 cent. I don't know if it probably won't focus. Now the other problem is trying to get this open without dropping all the pork floss off the top of the bun. That's going to be a problem. I'll tell you what, let me cut over to the close-up cam here. Okay, this is going to fall apart. It's going to make a mess. You see, it's already starting to come off. Here we go. Oh my God. All this stuff on top. This is chicken floss, just like pork floss. I don't know. Let me lift some up. Can you see that? There we go. It's actually really nice. It's chickeny. It's salty. It's a little sweet. It's falling all over the place, but it's nice. And I know it's a little overlit, but there we go. You can see the stringy parts here. I don't know why they call it floss. Or it's not like dental floss. Anyway, oh, great. Now I got it on a microphone. And I dropped it on my shirt. Oh my God, it's everywhere. Miko's going to come up here now. She'll smell it. Guaranteed. Good thing I'm not wearing pants. All right. Falling apart like my room. Yeah. It's very dry. You need to drink something with it. Coffee is the savior. Okay, let's get rid of the pork floss thing. It's quite nice though. Check it out if you have a chance. I don't know. When you try your supermarket, maybe the Chinese food section. But it's nice. It's really good. All right, Miko, put your outfit on and get up here. Oi. I'm telling you. She's in the green room. She refuses to get into wardrobe. See what happens. What else is... Huh? Hi, Miko. Oh, she's watching. Do you have your outfit on, babe? Oh, you know, that's another thing. I'm not saying that we got any illegal fireworks, because, you know, fireworks are illegal here in this country. But if we did have some illegal fireworks, we would have just had some fun lighting some off half an hour ago or so. And Miko always, the fireworks never bothered her. You know, dogs and fireworks do not go together. It's a loud noise, and dogs' ears are very sensitive. Traditionally, dogs don't like fireworks. They'll run and hide. She never minded them. All the holidays in the last year we've had her, the fireworks go off. We don't normally have them. I love fireworks, by the way. I'm a complete firework addict. I will go to any length to see fireworks, love them. But we don't normally have them. So not saying that we do this year, but if we did, we would have lit some off about a half hour ago, and it was fun. And if we had some, we would be also lighting some off after the stream when it gets close to midnight. But she's really bothered by these, by the ones that, and they're just small. I mean, the big giant ones that go up, they're hundreds and hundreds of ringgit. They're very expensive. But my chat is not, why is my chat not scrolling? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, sprinkle it on some soft bread. They're still talking about chicken and pork floss. Grandpa Yells at you to put your New Year's outfit on. I just ate a spoonful of beef floss. Mm, not so sure about that. Yeah, the chat is being odd. I don't know what's going on. It's not scrolling. I'm using Streamlabs OBS and it gives me multi-stream chat so I can see if somebody is on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch, and it combines them all into one. Excuse me. Miko, where'd you go, babe? So anyway, she's really bothered by the fireworks, but only recently when we lit some off. Well, if we had some when we would have lit them off ourselves, um, they bothered her. They frightened her a bit. So she's in a little bit of a funk. She's in kind of a, and later on tonight when it gets to be midnight, she's really gonna have a problem because all around this neighborhood where I live, there are Chinese folks who are going to be lighting off fireworks. Oh, great! I forgot to mute my alarm. Give me a second. Hey, you get to see behind the scenes here. It's just the fourth wall. There you go. Let me dump this, and oh yeah, let me show you this. I don't know if you can see this or not. This is me. I'm not wearing a shirt, but I am wearing shorts. So, okay, let's see. Here we go. This. If we had fireworks, which we don't, this would have been earlier tonight. Cool, huh? That's my bonsai in the background. Some of them. And that's it. Well, that's kind of cool. All right, dump that. There we go. Okay, I'm going to make one more attempt to get Miko up here. I can't promise. I want to draw a human Miko because I can't draw dogs. I don't have Facebook or Instagram. You don't have Facebook or Instagram? Good for you. How do you do it? Oh my God, I wish I could dump Facebook. Seriously. They are so damn controlling. Seriously, if I had a choice, I use it for my business, so I kind of half naked old men in the backyard of pitch black. Yeah, sort of, but trust me, it's still hot as hell here. So if I'm not streaming on the air, I'm not wearing this. Seriously, it is so hot. Unbelievable. Miko, hey baby! Oh my goodness, she's here. Hold on, let me move the mic before she gets in here. Come on, babe. Come on. Okay, I gotta go get her. Hold on. You all right? What's the matter? Huh? What's the matter? Are you okay? Are you okay? Huh? You want to say hi? Everybody wants to say hi to you, and they want to see your outfit. Can you come up? There we go. There we go. There we go. Come around the usual way. Oh, goodness, look at you. You're so cute. Hold on, the mic's in the way. Hold on. Oh, you see, she sees the chicken floss. There we go. There we go. Say hi. Say hi with your Chinese New Year outfit. Huh? Huh? You look so cute. You're so pretty. It's also wool lined, so I don't want to leave her in it too long. Huh? Look at you, babe. Look at you, so cute. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's look up here. See? There. Who's that on camera, huh? Who's that? Who's that guy? Who's that guy? You got your little sleeves. Everyone says, hey, Miko. Aw. Your little heart is going 1,000,000 miles an hour. Are you okay? Yeah? Are you okay? Say hi. Say. Gong Xi Fa Cai. Bark, bark. Oh. She really is pretty bothered by the fireworks, so she's not in the best of moods. But, there you go. All right. I'm going to let you go now, okay, babe? Because you're breathing really heavy and your little heart's fluttering a mile a minute. I'll give you some chicken floss later. Promise? Okay. Say bye, everybody. Say bye. All right, good girl. Good girl, Miko. There you go. All right, good girl. Yeah, she's adorable. And she's this Chinese New Year outfit is like wool lined. It's not made for Malaysia in the heat, so can't really keep her in it for too long. But hey, now you're hanging out, huh? Now you're hanging out. Oh man, I can't pick her up on that camera. You okay? She wants some pork floss. All right, I'm gonna give her some of this. Hang on. She was so good, I gotta give her a treat. There you go, bud. That's for you. Yummy, huh? You haven't had chicken floss before. You have to discover it. There you go. Bread you've had before. Nice. All right. Good girl. Eat up and away you go. Wish I could find one to fit my horse-sized dogs, Chaotic Robot says. Oh my. Yeah, well, I'm assuming they must make them. Miko is about, what was she, 9.4, 9.5 kilos? She's a small, medium-sized dog. Wow. Wool's pretty itchy to me. Maybe it's the eczema. I'm allergic. Ew, Crystal, sorry. Yeah, I've got a really wicked bad case of eczema on the inside of my arm. It's been there for a few months. Crystal, you're late for class. Oh my God. Okay, thank you. Gong Xi Fa Cai. Happy Chinese New Year. And thanks for stopping in here. Anything to fit a Great Dane. I think that would be bigger than people clothes. You might have to have that custom made. Yeah, that would be big. Have fun, Crystal. See you. All right, Miko. Good girl. I'll give you some more later. You're going to get out of that outfit. You're going to be burning up. You're going to be so hot. Ay. Okay. So, Chinese New Year, it's here. It's arrived. It's about an hour and a half away from the official start of the new year. So, that'll be fun. You going? You going to go out? You going to go out? You're not on cam, you know, if you just come in here. You're okay. Anywhere up to about here, you're still okay. Yeah. All right. The show producer is trying to get Miko off the set now, so let's see what happens. Here, you want to take this with you? She'll probably follow this. Well, you really do get to see behind the scenes here. And I just dropped chicken floss in my coffee. Very nice. If you take that, she'll probably follow you because she doesn't love me. She loves the bun. There. It worked. Away she goes. Jay who? What? Not wearing what? I don't know. You got a bun with chicken floss on it. That's all I care about. Oh, my. Okay, man, it's hot as hell in here tonight again. Cool. Hey, John Howe, who liked my story, I send up a little promotion when I'm going to be live in my Facebook stories, and it's usually just a thing reminding people to join us on I'm Not Wearing Pants on Facebook Live. And John Howe sent along a like and a thank you. Thanks, John. Man, it's been ages, so many years since John and I used to work together in radio back in Torrington, Connecticut, and Hartford. And yeah, it's a real blast from the past. I don't know if you're checking in, John, but if you are, hey, hat tip to you. And once again, I have not seen anything from Mohammed tonight, but I want to thank you very much once again for the donation you made by clicking on that link. You can send me a Chinese New Year Ang Pao if you want. On Facebook, you'll see a link either above or below the description to support the stream. And right here on twitch.tv, you just click that and away you go. Okay, I am seriously considering doing a Chinese New Year stream tomorrow for the first day of Chinese New Year. No promises, but we'll see. We'll see whether or not we can get through and get another one. But oh man, I got chicken floss now all over my desk. I've also got my electric bill, which came today, which was about $20 higher than last month. So now I've got chicken floss on the electric bill. Good reason not to pay it, I guess. Okay. Don't worry about it. No, honestly, no obligation, please. I mention it's there in case you don't see it. Absolutely no obligation. You don't need to donate. If you can, any amount, appreciate it. If not, love you just as much. The fact that you're here spending some time with me means more to me than anything else. It seriously does. I know that's kind of sappy and awe, but it's true. All right. What else we got? We have a book. We do indeed. And I think we're going to head very shortly into another chapter of The Wizard of Oz. We've done about a half an hour, and this is a big chapter too, by the way, so it's going to take a little bit of time. Also, excuse me. Also, I need you to do me a favor. I don't know what book to pick next, and we've only got a few, maybe 2-3 chapters left in The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Once we are done with this, then we are going to move on to another book, and we'll read a chapter a night until we get done with it. But I don't know what to pick. There's so many cool books. It's going to be something fun. It's nothing heavy. We could do a mystery, something like that. That'd be fine. But if you all head on over to Project Gutenberg, which is gutenberg.org, take a look through the books there. They're all in the public domain. You can download them and read them yourself if you want. But I was looking through yesterday the site to see what other titles they might have. Got to pick from that site because those are public domain. I don't have to worry about copyrights and the rights to read it and things. So if you can, just head on over there to, I'm not sure, which chapter is this? Chaotic Robot is asking, is it 14? It is indeed. It's chapter 14, The Winged Monkeys. So yeah, that's coming up. Gutenberg.org is the site. Take a look through all the amazing books they have there. They're mostly classics, some very old classics, and let me know what you would like. We'll take some suggestions. I'll see what everybody likes and what will fit with what we're doing. So, all right, let's move on to The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Here, there we go. Whoops, just got to switch that over there. There we go. All right. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz is the book by L. Frank Baum. It varies a lot from the film, but that's kind of cool. It's nice to see ways in which it's not the same. The Wicked Witch of the West is no more. She's gone. Dorothy's got the cap, and we're moving into chapter 14. The winged monkeys apparently come back to play. Let's see. You will remember there was no road, not even a pathway, between the castle of the Wicked Witch and the Emerald City. When the 4 travelers went in search of the witch, she'd seen them coming, and so sent the winged monkeys to bring them to her. It was much harder to find their way back through the big fields of buttercups and yellow daisies than it was being carried. They knew, of course, they must go straight east toward the rising sun, and they started off in the right way. But at noon, when the sun was over their heads, they did not know which way was east and which was west, and that was the reason they were lost in the great fields. They kept on walking, however, and at night the moon came out and shone brightly, so they lay down among the sweet-smelling yellow flowers and slept soundly until morning, all but the Scarecrow and the Tin Woodman. The next morning the sun was behind a cloud, but they started on as if they were quite sure which way they were going. "If we walk far enough," said Dorothy, "I am sure we shall sometime come to some place." But day by day passed away, and they still saw nothing before them but the scarlet fields. The Scarecrow began to grumble a bit. "We have surely lost our way," he said, "and unless we find it again in time to reach the Emerald City, I shall never get my brains." "Nor my heart," declared the Tin Woodman. "It seems to me I can scarcely wait till I get to Oz, and you must admit this is a very long journey." "You see," said the Cowardly Lion with a whimper, I haven't the courage to keep tramping on forever without getting anywhere at all." And then Dorothy lost heart. She sat down on the grass and looked at her champions, and they sat down and looked at her, and Toto found that for the first time in his life he too was tired, too tired to chase a butterfly that flew past his head. So he put out his tongue and panted, and looked at Dorothy as if to ask what they should do next. "Suppose we call the field mice," she suggested. "They could probably tell us the way to the Emerald City." "Oh, to be sure they could," cried the Scarecrow. "Why didn't we think of that before?" And Dorothy blew the little whistle she had always carried about her neck since the Queen of the Mice had given it to her. In a few minutes they heard the pattering of tiny feet. Many of the small gray mice came running up to her, and among them was the Queen herself, who asked in her squeaky little voice, "What can I do for my friends?" "Oh, we've lost our way," said Dorothy. "Can you tell us where the Emerald City is?" "Oh, certainly," answered the Queen, "but it's a great way off, for you have had it at your backs all this time." And then she noticed Dorothy's golden cap and said, "Why don't you use the charm of the cap and call the winged monkeys to you? They will carry you to the city of Oz in less than an hour." "Oh, I didn't know there was a charm," answered Dorothy in surprise. "What is it?" "It's written inside the golden cap," replied the Queen of the Mice. "But if you're going to call the winged monkeys, we must run away, for they are full of mischief and think it's great fun to plague us." "Won't they hurt me?" asked the girl anxiously. "Oh, no, they must obey the wearer of the cap. Goodbye." And she scampered out of sight, with all the little mice hurrying behind her. Dorothy looked inside the golden cap and saw some words written upon the lining. These, she thought, must be the charm. So she read the directions carefully and put the cap upon her head. "Epi, peppy, kaki," she said, standing on her left foot. "What did you say?" asked the Scarecrow, who did not know what she was doing. "Hilo, holo, hello," Dorothy went on, standing this time on her right foot. "Hello," replied the Tin Woodman calmly. "Zizzy, zoozy, zeek," said Dorothy, who was now standing on both feet. This ended the saying of the charm, and they heard a great chattering and flapping of wings as the band of winged monkeys flew up to them. The king bowed low before Dorothy and asked, "What is your command?" "Oh, we wish to go to the Emerald City," said the child, "and we've lost our way." "We will carry you," replied the king, and no sooner had he spoken than two of the monkeys caught Dorothy in their arms and flew away with her. Others took the Scarecrow and the Woodman and the Lion, and one little monkey seized Toto and flew after them, although the dog tried hard to bite him. The Scarecrow and the Tin Woodman were rather frightened at first, for they remembered how badly the winged monkeys had treated them before. But they saw that no harm was intended, so they rode through the air quite cheerfully, and had a fine time looking at the pretty gardens and woods far below them. Dorothy found herself riding quite easily between two of the biggest monkeys, one of them the king himself. They made a chair of their hands and were careful not to hurt her. "Why do you have to obey the charm of the golden cap?" she asked. "Oh, this is a long story," answered the king with a winged laugh, "but as we have a long journey before us, I will pass the time by telling you about it if you wish." "Oh, I shall be glad to hear it," she replied. "Once," began the leader, "we were a free people living happily in the great forest, flying from tree to tree, eating nuts and fruits, and doing just as we pleased without calling anybody master. Perhaps some of us were rather too full of mischief at times, flying down to pull the tails of the animals who had no wings, chasing birds, and throwing nuts at the people who walked in the forest. But we were careless and happy and full of fun, and enjoyed every minute of the day. This was many years ago, long before Oz came out of the clouds to rule over this land. There lived here then, away at the north, a beautiful princess, who was also a powerful sorceress. All her magic was used to help the people, and she was never known to hurt anyone who was good. Her name was Gaylette. She lived in a handsome palace built from great blocks of ruby. Everyone loved her, but her greatest sorrow was that she could find no one to love in return. Since all the men were much too stupid and ugly to mate with one so beautiful and wise. At last, however, she found a boy who was handsome and manly and wise beyond his years. Gaylette made up her mind that when he grew up to be a man, she would make him her husband. So she took him to her ruby palace and used all her magic powers to make him as strong and good and lovely as any woman could wish. When he grew to manhood, Kalala, as he was called, was said to be the best and wisest man in all the land, while his manly beauty was so great that Gaylette loved him dearly and hastened to make everything ready for the wedding. My grandfather was at the time the king of the winged monkeys, which lived in the forest near Gaylette's palace, and the old fellow loved a joke better than a good dinner. One day, just before the wedding, my grandfather was flying out with his band when he saw Kalala walking beside the river. He was dressed in a rich costume of pink silk and purple velvet, and my grandfather thought he would see what he could do. At his word, the band flew down and seized Kalala, carried him in their arms until they were over the middle of the river, and then dropped him in the water. "Swim out, my fine fellow," cried my grandfather, "and see if the water has spotted your clothes." Kalala was much too wise not to swim, and he was not in the least spoiled by all his good fortune. He laughed when he came to the top of the water and swam to shore. But when Gaylette came running out to him, she found his silks and velvet were all ruined by the river. The princess was angry, and she knew, of course, who did it. Treated as they had treated Kalala, and dropped in the river. But my grandfather pleaded hard, for he knew monkeys would drown in the river with their wings tied, and Kalala said a kind word for them also, so that Gaylette finally spared them, on the condition that the winged monkeys should ever after do 3 times the bidding of the owner of the golden cap. This cap had been made for a wedding present to Kalala, and it is said to have cost the princess half her kingdom. Of course, my grandfather and all the other monkeys at once agreed to the condition, and that is how it happens that we are 3 times the slaves of the owner of the golden cap, whosoever he may be. And what became of them? Asked Dorothy, who'd been greatly interested in the story. Okay, Lala, being the first owner of the golden cap, replied the monkey, he was the first to lay his wish upon us. As his bride could not bear the sight of us, he called us all to him in the forest after he had married her, and ordered us always to keep where she could never again set eyes on the winged monkey, which we were glad to do, for we were all afraid of her. This was all we ever had to do until the golden cap fell into the hands of the wicked witch of the West, who made us enslave the Winkies, and afterward drive Oz himself out of the land of the West. Now the golden cap is yours, and 3 times you have the right to lay your wishes upon us. As the Monkey King finished his story, Dorothy looked down and saw the green, shining walls of the Emerald City before them. She wondered at the rapid flight of the monkeys, but was glad the journey was over. The strange creatures set the travelers down carefully before the gate of the city. The king bowed low to Dorothy, and then flew swiftly away, followed by all his band. That was a good ride, said the little girl. Yes, and a quick way to get out of our troubles, replied the lion. How lucky it was that you brought away that wonderful cap. And that's chapter 14. Chapter 15 will be coming up next time on the stream, and this one is called The Discovery of Oz the Terrible. Wow. That's chapter 15. It'll be coming up next time on our stream here. I'm not wearing pants. Very cool. Wow. That is completely outside of the film. I don't know where that came from. Excuse me. Yeah, Alice in Wonderland is a good idea. I don't know if it's on the site or not. I don't remember seeing it. Maybe you've checked already. But that would be a really good idea. Alice in Wonderland would be fun. And you want to know the truth? I've never read Alice in Wonderland. Seen the was it Johnny Depp who did a film, the film version? That I've seen, but I've never actually read the book. That would be cool. I will check it out, see if it's available. Very nice. All right, guys. It is. You looked. All right, Chaotic Robot. In that case, that's one huge vote that I agree with for Alice in Wonderland. If you have a suggestion, go to Gutenberg.org, Project Gutenberg, and check out all the different books that are there, and let me know what you think, what your vote is. You can mention it in the chat in our next stream. We'll be happy to chit chat and take your suggestions. It's a very cool idea. All right, guys, I am going to close it out for tonight. It is getting up on 11 o'clock here in the evening on the eve of Chinese New Year. If we had some illegal fireworks, I would be going out shortly to light them off in the front yard. Of course, we don't, so I won't be. But, you know, got to keep it above boards. All right, guys, thank you so much. We will see you again on, what is this? This is Thursday, so our next scheduled stream is coming up on, coming up on Saturday night. So, yeah, I will have fun with my totally not real fireworks. Very good, very good. Cool. I will see you again on Saturday night, maybe tomorrow night. Keep an eye out for the notifications. Whether you're on Facebook, make sure you give us a follow and a like. Facebook Live, I'm not wearing pants. Jay Sheldon's channel on YouTube, that would be me. And also twitch.tv, where most of you are checking us out right now at Jay Sheldon No Pants. Give us a like and a subscribe and a follow and whatever else you can do over there to boost my numbers. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Again, we will see you on Saturday night. Until then, Gong Xi Fa Cai, CNY. I'm Jay Sheldon, and I'm not wearing pants. Gong Xi Fa Cai. Good night.
Yo.